Janet changed into a snake and changed back into a human. She was so angry and confused. Because of her neighbor, Mr. Innocent, her husband was now in prison. Because of that same Mr. Innocent, her husband now thought she was cheating on him with Mr. Innocent. She thought about sending him to his ancestors like she did to others, but the police might suspect her husband and even keep him in prison for a long time. By the next day, the neighbors began to mock Janet and gossip about her. Only if they knew who and what she could do to them. Hey, so she went to sleep with another man and her husband caught her, one person said. My sister, I knew with all that beauty she must be cheating. Can you imagine her husband even set Mr. Innocent's house on fire instead of blaming his wife? Another neighbor whispered. Janet overheard what they said and she marked their faces. Today will be their last day on earth, Janet said. Then she walked to Mr. Innocent and pleaded with him to release her husband. She just had to plead because, for now, if she did anything to him, it would be totally suspicious and add more oil to the pot. Release your husband. Did you see what he did to my house? Well, I am rich enough to repair my house. I will release him on one condition, Mr. Innocent said. What condition? We will finish what we almost started. One night from you and your husband will be released. Don't worry, this time around no one will catch us. He's already in prison, Mr. Innocent said proudly. Janet just went out of his house without saying anything. She went to the police station and explained to the police that her husband should be released. Put yourself in his position. Imagine you find out your wife is cheating. Cut her. You could do more than burn her house. An angry man is a madman, Janet said. The police looked at her and asked, so you actually cheated on him? No, officer. Somehow the officer felt pity for Mr. Paul and released him. Mr. Paul realized that it was his wife who came to plead for his release. They went home that day, and even though her husband had caught her red-handed, he still could not send her packing because he loved his wife a lot, especially her beauty. Janet was that kind of woman. You couldn't walk past without staring at her. But what they didn't know was that she was a snake and had sent at least 16 of her neighbors to their ancestors. That night, at exactly midnight, she woke up. This time, she didn't want her husband to wake and interfere with her mission, so she made him sleep more deeply. Then she turned into a snake and went after the two women who had gossiped about her earlier. That night, she crawled to their homes and sent them to their ancestors, finished them. By the next morning, people found out that the two neighbors were gone. But here is the shocking part of the news. They found out the neighbors had passed away because of electricity, as if they had been electrocuted. Shocking, right? Yes, that's how Janet's power worked. After finishing you, she left you with another symptom or reason for your passing, making it impossible for anyone to find out or suspect what really happened to them. But Mr. Innocent was still alive, still working and driving around, and Janet promised she would take him out. It was just too early. Imagine quarreling with someone and the next day the person is gone. They will suspect you. So she thought of another plan and finally decided to give him a slow and steady sickness until he was done. She cast it on him and so he fell sick. A few days later, Sandra came to visit Janet. She came with a message. She was sent by their snake mother. That is to say that Sandra was also a snake. She came to tell Janet that she was wasting time on her mission. The snake mother says, why have you not finished all your neighbors by now? Sandra asked. Sandra, lower your voice. It's not that easy. I can't finish everyone in one day. Finish them, Sandra screamed. Hope you remember the consequences of failing. Anyway, I'll be staying with you for some days before going back, she added. Sandra began to stay with them but soon realized she was falling in love with Janet's husband.